Hello, people. How you doing? How's it going, Harry? It's going pretty good, Michael. Hello, hello, hello. Uh, hello, Harry. How are you, friend? I'm doing pretty good, David. Thank you. Yumi. Hi, Harry. Hello, Yumi. My detector was just going off. It's because I have a propane heater on. So, anyone got any questions about Aircrete or Epic or living off grid? Living off grid has been a really cool experience, and I think it's worth it. Tiny dome yet? Yes, I am. I'm actually right in front of my doorway because this is where I'm getting a good signal on my phone. But Mrs. Aircrete and I are living in the tiny dome, and I think March or April we'll be building a larger dome. That'll be the house. This is a dome cabin. This dome doesn't have running water or electric. Not that we don't have water and electric, but it doesn't have any plumbing going to it. Um, so the regular house, the larger house, will be built this year, and that's going to be a fun project. And I think very likely the workshops are going to involve building the domes that are part of the house, because I'll be building a 24-foot dome, and it's going to have seven 16-foot domes around it. At least that's the plan right now. Is the comparative strength of no, I can't really give you that information right now because I didn't weigh it. But most likely in March I'm going to be starting a whole new set of experiments, and I'm going to have very accurate data. So look for that March, towards the end of March or April. I'm going to be doing a lot of Aircrete samples, as well as Epic samples, and they're going to be all weighed. And I'm going to also do compressive strength test on a large variety of sample and different mix designs. And I'll have that information in the future. Detailed information. Yes, indeed. It's a live show, people. Hello to everyone just joining. I'm answering any questions about Aircrete or Epic. Even off grid dome living. Off grid dome living. That's our other channel. But even living off grid. Uh, any questions about that stuff, just write them down and we'll see what we can do to answer them. David asked, Harry, how much sand and cement do you use to prepare your mixture? Um, no sand in this mix here. This is the Epic that I used to build this dome. Um, the little dome I built in New York, I used some sand in my Aircrete to make the Aircrete a little stronger. But I didn't use any sand in this mix. And usually when I do use sand, I usually do a 1-to-1. So it'll be, 94-pound bag of cement, 94 pounds of sand. I usually do 1-to-1 just to keep everything stronger because cement is strong by itself, and all these aggregates. Some aggregates help for more compressive strength, but not for the bonding strength. And so, anyway, that's good job. Thank you, Yumi. What are you currently doing with the dome? Do you have any plans for electric plumbing? For the dome that I built, no, there are no plans for it. This is a dome cabin, and we're allowed to build 200 square feet or less without building permits here, so long as you don't have running water or electric. So this dome that I built was water and electric to it. Right now, we just have an extension wire to bring power. What was the hardest thing you found about building the dome? Didn't have to go renting any scaffolding, and I didn't want to travel anywhere to get it. Hardest uh, thing to overcome. Building the dome, I built it in my head probably 100 times building it, envisioning how I would do it. Sorry about it, I got a plastic bag here. Let me get rid of this. And so I knew what to expect as far as that. Once the airform held, once I inflated the airform and it held the air during my first workshop back in September last year, and we did a small Tyvek sewn together the way I did in the video, and then we also taped it together with Tyvek tape, and both worked. But up until I made this airform, it had never been done before. So that was a concern of mine. But once I overcame that, everything else was pretty smooth. And honestly, it was not. All right. Where was I here? Questions. What are you currently doing? Yeah, okay. What was the hardest thing? Having problems with buffering. Yeah, that's for sure. Could you tell us about how many? Oh, let's see. It was really built in November, December. Holy cow! And I have to calculate that for you. Let me see. I'm gonna have to get back to you in the hours. I can estimate about. I'd estimate about 4 days it took. We had snow in between. The weather holding me back. If not for the weather, if I had beautiful days like today, today's 60 degrees here, over 60. If I had beautiful days like today, I probably could have got this job done by myself in 3 days. I think 3 days would have been good. That would have been enough time for the cement to cure. Well, cure enough, and to get everything up. This project, on as long as the weather is not a problem, you could get done within 3 days by yourself if you're Aircrete Harry. If not, two people would make it easy. Um, do you have solar set up for your complex? Yes, there is solar here, and I have this great battery bank system from Iron Edison batteries. It's nickel iron cell batteries instead of lead acid. And these batteries are probably the best batteries you can get for a solar system, for your permanent home, because they're big. That's why I say permanent home, not mobile unit. They're big batteries, and they're probably the best in they don't have memory. Not like a lot of lead batteries where if you drain them up to a certain point, you can damage the batteries. Even some lithium batteries are like that. These batteries, you can drain them completely dead and recharge them, and they never go bad. They have some of the lowest temperature and some of the highest temperature ratings also. So like for me, I keep mine are in a shipping container right now. So it gets really cold in the container, and then during the summer it gets really hot. That the batteries have such a wide range that they're safe, and you don't have to concern yourself with it. So, and the panels, I have 8 solar panels, 315 watts each. And for the power consumption we have, it handles it just fine. Of course, when we build a larger house, it's going to take more power. But right now, the solar system we have here works superbly. Over there, my connection's not that good. I'll make a video showing my whole solar system. Maybe I'll do that today after I do this live. I'll do a quick video tour of what I have set up and post it. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. What's up, people? We're answering Aircrete E.P.I.C off-grid living questions today. Be on for a little bit longer. Okay, what we got here? Hey, Aircrete Harry. Hi from Ontario. All right. Hello back to Ontario, Canada. Yes, I love to see the solar setup, the whole thing, and how it works. Absolutely. I'll do a video of that. Billy, hey Harry, I'm looking to use a type of Aircrete for wall installation like what you use to make Aircrete with AK. Do you know a formula for this? Yeah, I would just use as far as the Aircrete, I just use either 50-gallon mix or a 60-gallon mix. And all that means is, I don't know if you can see this bin. All it means is you use the size container you want for your Aircrete mix. So like this is a 55-gallon drum, and or 50. And for the wall installation, you could use a 50, like this container here. I think this is a 55-gallon drum. You could take a 55-gallon drum, put your 6 gallons of water, 94-pound bag of cement, mix it, and then fill to the top with foam by using your Aircrete Harry foam generator, of course. You'd fill that, which is available in the description box below from my Etsy page. Yeah, you just fill that with foam to the top while mixing the whole time, and pour it in your walls. It'll work. The R value is approximately like 1.2 per inch or something like that. That's an approximation. It might be a little more or less. Mark Miller. Hello everyone. Hi everyone. That's Mark Miller. He's the man. Jack, shout out from Costa Rica. Any updates on the kit's availability? Yeah, the kits, if you're referring to the dome building kit, I think we'll have it. I'll be making a video this month with the kit, and I'll probably have the kit available next month for people to purchase. You mentioned kit, and that's the only kit that I've been talking about. So about next month, and they'll be available in different sizes. We'll have from 10-foot diameter airforms up to 30-foot, and whatever stem wall you want. And what's meant by that, if you're not familiar, the dome that I built is a hemispherical dome, which is a half a circle. So you draw a circle, cut it right in half. It's a hemisphere. If you build the dome just with that geometry, that shape and size, curving in too much. So the walls, you'll be hitting your head on the wall, and you might be like 2 feet away from the wall, and your head is hitting because of the curvature. So what you do is you put it on a stem wall, so you have more straight wall before it begins to curve into the dome. So I recommend 4 foot stem walls. That's what I put on this dome, and all my future domes are going to have a 4 foot stem wall on top of the under the hemispherical shape, which will give me which gives you 12-foot high ceilings for a 16-foot dome. What else we got going on here? You are the man. Thank you, Mark. Jack, yes, thanks. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this next build. I was actually waiting for this kind of weather. It was a little chilly, with cement, you don't want to work with it under 55 degrees. And now it's starting to warm up a little more. So I got some more projects to do. And the first is going to be a small 9 foot dome that I'll be using the new technique because I have a slab ready for that. And then the next is going to be really interesting. It's going to be a tire wall. It's going to be a tire structure. I'll be making a cylindrical building using car tires. And I got this great sidewall tire cutting machine to make life easy. And I'm going to be showing the machine and showing this new technique of building with the tires. It's a new technique because I haven't seen it done yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and claim it's new, and I'm the first to come. Hi again from Central Mexico, which is the foaming agent to water ratio. Um, I know Mexico. Wait, did you say New Mexico? Yeah, Central Mexico. Let me double check that location. Central Mexico. Yeah, I know. I know in Mexico, yeah, uh, there's troubles getting my favorite foaming agent, which is Drexel foaming agent. Uh, so if you can't get that, rather, let's start with that. If you can get yourself a Drexel foaming agent, 4 ounces of that solution to 1 5 gallons of water will make about 4,000 gallons of Aircrete, I think. And the um, other soaps and detergents you use, if you could get a hold of Schwab shampoo, it's the blue colored shampoo, Schwab. That shampoo works really good for making foam. Uh, so get that. And if you can't get that, and all you can use is dish detergent, like Seventh Generations or Dawn or any of those detergents, what I learned from Darwin is the detergents have a citric citric acid, which which degrades your foam. So the solution to that was like I think a teaspoon of baking soda. So if you're using this detergent, check the ingredients, and if there's citrus acid in there, you want to add a little bit of baking soda to that to help keep your foams from collapsing. So I haven't done that myself because I use Drexel foaming agent. But if you're using any detergent, read the ingredients, and if there is citrus in it, add like a teaspoon of baking soda, and that will neutralize the citrus. That's from Darwin, Honeydew Carpenter. What else we got going on here? Wow, great. Have a challenge for you. I would be willing to core my garage in Epic or pour and see how it works on a wood frame. Uh, yeah, go for it. It will work, guarantee you. And if it's for a garage floor and you're going to be driving on it, then I definitely recommend using the oak mix. The oak mix will be the strongest of the mixes. Um, actually the mix that I use for this dome is a modified oak mix, and this would be stronger. But the oak mix by itself will definitely work for your garage floor. Why cut off sidewalls of tires? Well, that's to help compaction. I've been collecting tires. Let's see if we got this on camera here. Yep. And we have. Let's see. Can we see from here? No, but I got a ton of tires. And so Michael Reynolds, who is the man who developed the Earth ships, they have all these structures built in, well, all around the world now, but they started in Mexico. And what they were doing is taking tires and they would put cardboard in first, then they put their soil. And this is the crazy part for me. They take a sledgehammer and they compact that soil into the tire until the tire expands and bulges and it becomes a solid mass. And it acts as a wall and also a thermal barrier, thermal battery. So anyway, I like the idea of using the tires, recycling, all that's great. I don't like the idea of pounding dirt with a sledgehammer. And so anyway, I figured the best way around it is to remove one sidewall of the tire. Then I can fill with soil and use a regular vibrating or jumping jack compactor. And I can easily and quickly build up a tire wall, compact it, and keep it moving without all the labor. From what I've heard, I've never done it because I have zero interest in compacting tires by hand. But from what I've heard, uh, people good at it get 10 tires a day done. Imagine just doing 10 tires with that system. Not for me. So I I saw this machine, and man, I forget their acronym right now. It's I'm gonna look it up and say it. But anyway, I bought this machine, and it's a sidewall remover, and it just makes really quick work. And in my opinion, it's probably the best thing to do to purchase if you're going to build a house using tires, because there's going to be hundreds of tires involved. And the machine just makes life so easy. You just put the tire on the machine and it just simply cuts the sidewall real easy right off. And there's other ways to cut the tire walls off, but in my opinion, from what I've seen, this is the best. Anyway, that's the reason why I'm cutting one sidewall off of the tire when I build. Oops, coat. Laugh out loud. Oh, okay, so you're gonna coat your garage in Epic. Well, I'm not sure how thick you're going. You're gonna have to explain a little further. Um, Hi, sir. How are you? I'm fine. Thank you very much. Uh, Mr. Blueberry. Harry, like your videos. Can you make a dome, one half hemisphere aircrete, the other half glazing? The other half glazing. I don't know what you mean by the other half glazing. Half hemisphere aircrete, got the other side glazing. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Schwab is not available in Mexico. Axe dish soap is my option. Thanks for the tip. Okay, sweet. Is Rural King? Yes, I agree. Rural King sells it for $19 and change, $20 with free shipping. So, good tip. Coat walls and roof, not floors. Okay. Yes, we'd like to see your solar setup. All right. I will have that after this. Yes, I started this journey after seeing Mike Reynolds pounding tires. Then I found Aircrete. Ah, okay, cool. Windows. Oh, window glazing. Um, well, The next dome's gonna have plenty of windows. Even this dome that I built, I didn't put a window in because it was to get it through winter. But the uh, the idea is to put a window opposite side of the door this spring. So when it warms up, I'm gonna make a hole, put a nice little window, and this fall, after we build the other, this dome will be for rent for people coming to the workshops. And let me just remind everybody, starting last week in March, last weekend in March, it's going to be the first workshop building using everything that I've learned with Aircrete, with E.P.I.C, and with the new cement mix that I haven't revealed yet. It's there's actually two new mixes, and one of them involves using the climate active stucco for an incredibly strong and insulative cement mix. And so that's coming very soon. And the workshops are definitely going to incorporate everything that I've learned in building the dome, as well as the solar system, the solar setup I have there, the whole battery, making Aircrete, making E.P.I.C. It's all going to be in the future workshops starting in March. And yeah, it's going to be real exciting, fun. And that's all to come really soon. Let's see what else we got here. Question wise. Uh, Picture a dome cut in half, aircrete on the north side, glazing on the south side. Oh, I got you. That sounds more like a greenhouse. Like that would be, if I'm understanding correctly, that would be an awesome greenhouse with that southern view. I'm actually going to be, well, I got a lot of projects coming up this year. Um, More domes, bunch of domes. I got my ferro cement tank. I'll be making a water tank. I have a giant air form in the shape of an egg, and the egg is 8 feet in diameter and 11 feet tall. It's a big egg, and I'll be using that as my air form to make a water tank. And it's egg shaped for a few reasons. The first is the geometry is very strong. We all know how strong eggs are, much less eggs made of concrete. And the idea also behind it is the water will actually be able to circulate naturally inside of the tank because of the temperature difference of the water touching the walls to the water in the center of the tank. It'll create a natural current and keep the water from stagnating. So that was the idea behind the egg shape. And I think I calculated it to be around a 4,500 gallon tank. Um, Thanks for the info. Yes, for a greenhouse. Yeah, that sounds really cool. I did have an idea to do a greenhouse. My greenhouse, I was thinking originally was going to be a geodesic greenhouse, um, but I've changed it. The only issue with the greenhouse is usually the price of glass. It's so much money, and they have this tropical dome place that they built. I think it was in Germany. Anyways, this giant geodesic dome structure that has this whole tropical garden inside of it, or tropical forest inside. And anyway, the point is the material they used was this. I think it's called ETF plastic. It's some really strong triple layer plastic that they put air inside, and it makes an insulation. And I would love to be able to get a hold of that plastic or those geodesic panels with that plastic, and I would make a concrete dome one side and a geodesic front made of that plastic on the other side. I think that would be perfect because that plastic is really strong, and it's clear, and the light can get through. Um, but speaking of greenhouses, one of the uh, I just had a thought. That's why I paused. When I do this solar, I'm also going to show the plans for the new house design that I came up with. I'll do that and the solar all in one. So I'll make one video that show it all. But anyway, as far as growing, I've just gotten into microgreens, and if you're not familiar, it's really good. You basically take like almost any vegetable seed, any vegetables you eat, like broccoli, for example, or sunflowers, and you just sprout the seeds to like a couple of inches tall, and then you harvest, and it's supposed to be way more nourishing and way faster to grow. You can do it like usually 10 to 15 days. So I just figured I'd share that with people who don't know. It's a great way to get a lot of nourishment and for very little cost. Just seeds and some really inexpensive shop lights you can use, and you can grow trays of this really good stuff. Anyway, that's coming soon for me too. What else is going on here? Epic cement. How can I increase compressive strength? What ratio sand, cement, and paper? Well, remember again, there's no sand in the Epic. There's cement, styrofoam, and paper mulch. The sand, you might be thinking of Papercrete. I know when they make Papercrete, they add sand to it, but this is not Papercrete. It's a different mix. And for the strongest mix would actually be probably my dome mix here, what I use for making the structural layer, the first layer that I sprayed onto that dome in my video. That's probably the strongest mix, and as I mentioned, it's a modified oak mix. So when you're looking at the recipe of the oak mix, if you've downloaded, if you purchased and downloaded the Epic mix from the Etsy page, you're going to see a 5 different mixes. It's going to be an oak, which is the strongest. Second strongest is yellow pine, then a pine, and then a balsa, and then I came up with fifth, and basically that's what I used here. And I guess I'll call it ironwood. I named the ironwood mix after using CSA cement, but really it's just be Portland cement. So if you purchase that recipe, don't use the CSA mix, the rapid set cement. Just use Portland cement, and it's a different ratio. I'll actually be updating that on my Etsy page. So that's a free download for anyone who's already purchased it. And anyone getting it new, you're going to see the recipes. But this is a modified oak mix, and it's really, really strong. And this year, in March or April, I have a bunch of compressive strength tests that I'm going to be performing. I'm going to be making the mixes on camera, putting them in the compressive cylinders, and then I'm going to take them to have compressed. We're going to test the strength of every mix that I make, and we'll have the hard data this year. So we're going to have good numbers this year on all the different mix designs, and the weight, and all a few months. What's this Gaia? Books. Yes, indeed. I see we got 7 likes and we got 30 people in there. So hit those like buttons, people. Don't forget those thumbs up. No. Yes. Here's my shotcrete nozzle in pieces. Let's see if I'm on camera with this. Zoom out. Okay. This was my shotcrete nozzle setup. If you're not familiar, this goes in here. My cement pump hose gets connected there. Air pressure gets hooked up here, and it gets blasted out there. If you've never seen one of these before, this is like a hard rubber, a really hard rubber, and you can see in here, this is a hole in there where the air comes through and it shoots it up. So the next dome I'm building, I'm not using this. I'll be using very basic tools that anybody will have in their own garage. And if you don't have the tools, they're going to be really inexpensive to build. And that's the other great thing about this next dome is I'm going to use the bare minimum tools to build it. And when you see it done, you're just going to know you can do the same. It's just going to be a huge confidence boost because it's going to be that much easier, way easier than what I did here with this dome. And you're going to have an option of insulating it with either Aircrete. You got the Aircrete, you got the E.P.I.C, and then you're going to have the option of painting it. And the paint is going to be for everyone in the warm climate areas. You're not going to need any insulation. Just paint it with this paint that I use, the climate active paint. And so anyway, that's coming up. I can't wait. I'm still getting things set up, and I'm waiting for the weather to be good so that I can start the next build and show everyone how easy it's going to be to build using the airforms and the special cement mix blends that I came up with. I didn't invent them. I'm just reinventing. And anyway, that's all coming up really soon. And that's actually how I'll be building my house using the new system. Alrighty here. What we got? Hi Harry, it's Grayson. Hey, what's up, Grayson? I don't have any domes for you to hit with the sledgehammer right now. Soon though. Bobby said hello. Cool. Hello back. I purchased the video thinking it was the PDF of the recipe. It's all right. I'll send you the PDF. I forgot to leave a link. PDF file. I have your email. When are you going to teach us how to make dome forms? My next video, I recorded everything I did. Coming out soon of how to make the air forms, and also the maybe this week sometime I'll have the PDF files for all of the different dome sizes. So once you decide what size dome you want to build, you'll be able to purchase and download that PDF file, because it's not as simple as just, well, it is as simple, but there's measurements. You're going to have all the exact measurements for how to make the orange peel or triangular shaped gore patterns. Also, what's going to be available are the templates for each gore pattern that I'm going to be cutting on my laser machine. So it's going to be a very precise, exact cut, and it'll be a template that you can use to put on whatever material you're going to make the airfoam out of. And I say whatever material because I use Tyvek, but there's a wide variety of materials that you could use, from different plastics to heavy duty tarp material. There's a wide range of materials. I found the Tyvek the best because of the price, and well, that was it, the price and strength. So Tyvek for me worked, but depending on where you are in the world, maybe Tyvek's not available. So don't be concerned. You can get yourself a tarp, heavy duty tarp preferably, or some thick plastic will also work for making airforms. But I'm going to have available all of the dimensions, all the measurements you need, as well as templates, pre-cut templates for whatever size dome. And it's just going to make it really easy to get it right the first time. Back to questions. What's going on here? Um, how you got a lot of sound interference with the wind and the microphone. Sound is better when you're close to the mic. All right, coolio. I'll make sure I'll stay closer. Uh, Hi, Diana. Looking amazing, guys. Hugs and kisses. Diana's inside the dome. I'll let her know. She's on the phone right now. Word up. Hey, you guys, Michelle, Grayson, Bobby, you gotta come on down. Uh, Come on down and check out the dome. Maybe this week or next week, we'll set a date and you can see what's been done here. Oh, I forgot. I was just asked to stay close to the phone. So let's see. What else do we got? What was that a regular sewing machine you use? What did you use for thread? Uh, yes, it was a regular sewing machine that I bought on Amazon for like 160 bucks or 165 bucks, whatever it was. And it was called a heavy duty. So the only thing I looked for was like I typed in heavy duty sewing machine, and that's a Singer sewing machine that came up. And yeah, it's a regular sewing machine. It worked great for the type of sewing that I did. And the thread was a like upholstery thread. And I don't remember the thickness or size or whatever. I had a hard time trying to figure out which one to get. So I kept reading and looking for the one that was the strongest. And I think that was more than strong enough. Regular thread might have worked just as fine, being there was so many stitches. But yeah, so anyway, that's upholstery thread. It's the same thread used for sewing leather car seats. I see. My friend Rio is texting me right now. That's what all that noise was. Yep. All right. What else is going on here? Yep. So that was a regular sewing machine. Grayson, we will. Coolio. Uh, does sand and cement render mix stucco stick well to Epic? Yeah. Uh, because it's porous, and depending on how much you trial it or don't trial it, will determine how smooth it is. So if you only trial it a little bit, it'll have plenty of texture to and pores for any stucco to stick to just fabulously. What PDFs? The PDFs for the Epic Mix for anyone who purchased the video from anyone who purchased the video from my Vimeo site. I will send the PDF file for the Epic recipe. And if you purchase the recipe through Etsy, you'll automatically have that. And then what I do is send a code for the video if you purchase the recipe and the video combo on the Etsy site. Yep. So the plastic panels are prohibitively expensive. So the plastic panels. What plastic panels? I didn't use any plastic panels. Great work. Glad I see the egg with the paper and the mix allow water to penetrate. Don't know that there's going to be much paper in the mix. After experimenting with this epic, one thing I feel is adding paper to even a regular cement, but not a lot of paper, but some paper already saturated, will help with the curing of the cement because cement likes to cure slowly with the moisture. So, the only one issue is you have an organic matter in your cement. But I think having so much more cement than paper negates the paper because you're gonna like petrify it with all that cement. So anyway, I think adding even a little bit of paper with your cement is gonna increase the strength. But that's a test that I'll be doing this year to confirm my words. Uh, Plastic panels for the half epic, half glass. Oh yeah, the plastic panels. Yeah. So I don't know how expensive they are because I don't know how expensive they are because I haven't found the place that sells it yet. And yeah, I got more research to do on that. But I know if you look up, the next video I'm gonna include that ETF or whatever in the next video because I need to look up that info. It's something I wasn't gonna do anytime soon because I have so much other stuff to do. But when I do get around to it, that plastic is, I think, going to be one of the best options. I don't think it's that expensive. No, I don't think it's very expensive at all. Maybe if you buy it already put in a frame and stuff, yeah, but I'm really uncertain of all the prices for that. I just know. Yeah, buddy. So, I'm victim to this also, where I might that little thumbs up, you know? And it's something I've been training myself to do because I have a lot of people I follow that I enjoy their videos and I don't always click that thumbs up. So, come on. 22 people, only 14 thumbs up. Anyway, I don't see much other questions coming. I will be making the video showing the solar system, the batteries. I'm gonna do that right now. And I'm gonna post some links about the home structure. That's it. I'm gonna take off now. This is Aircrete Harry. Peace out. I love you all, and I'll catch you later.